Hello, everyone. So, today I want to talk about yet what I believe to be a very important topic again. It's returning to the world for a false sense of comfort. It's something I see happening quite often with believers, including myself. I've done this before. I've been consistent not going back to the world for a year now. So I always wait at least 1 year before I speak on a topic to make sure that I've taken the plank out of my own eye. Really. You guys will have to bear with me. I'm still drinking coffee here. So, when returning to the world for a false sense of comfort, this is an emotional thing at the core of all things. So, whenever you're feeling down, depressed, frustrated, confused, when emotions start to rise up, manifest, ideally what's going to happen is you're going to realize over time that nothing will satisfy you. Only spending time with Yeshua and Yahweh will satisfy you, right? So, to find what the cause is, for me personally, last year, it was the fear of failure and the fear of rejection. So, anytime I felt rejected or I felt like I'm starting to fail, what would happen is I would go back to something familiar to try to find comfort. Some people call this a familiar spirit, but I think it's a spirit of error, which is found in First John chapter 4. So to sit and meditate on what is the trigger, what is causing this, that's very important. To come to an understanding that these things will not satisfy is also very important. It does nothing, really. It gives you a distraction. It distracts your mind from thinking too much, and that's pretty much all it does. But the problem is elongated exposure to constantly going back to the world will in fact cause even more depression, more confusion. It's like the long-term side effects of it, because you're only filling yourself with the world by video games, Netflix. Heck, do I dare say YouTube? Because there's bad stuff on YouTube too, right? But I found that anything realistically can be used for God's kingdom, pretty much. Right now, I'm using YouTube for expanding God's kingdom. My roommate has a PS4, but it's only used for watching sermons and playing worship music on YouTube. There is no games being played in here, so just some thoughts for you. But again, finding the trigger, finding the source, take it to God, pray about it, ask Him to remove it from you, ask Him to fill you with the Holy Spirit, because here's the sad reality of things. What you love, you will spend time with, okay? So if you really love video games, you're going to be spending a lot of time playing video games. If you really love your spouse, you're going to spend time with your spouse. Whatever you really, truly love, you spend a lot of time with. So to ask yourself the question, how much do I really love God? Because, well, how much time do I really spend with God every day? Thinking about Him, talking to Him, listening to Him, speaking back to me, searching the scriptures. All these questions are very good questions to ask oneself. Ask Him to fill you again with the Holy Spirit. Internal baptism of the Holy Spirit. I will do another audio teaching on the difference between internal and external baptism. My thoughts on it. But I will leave it at that. It's pretty simple. really, if this was helpful, please leave a like, please leave a comment, please feel free to subscribe as it is free and it will support me and help me spread what I'm trying to do here. That's all I'm trying to do is help people. And I will post another audio teaching in 3 to 4 days.